Assalamu alaikum. Today we will be practicing our listening and speaking skills. We will also learn some interesting vocabulary. Our story for today is I love my family. Listen carefully. I love my family. Max lived in a little town with his family. The town was surrounded by green hills and blooming flowers. He had a mom, a dad, his older sister, Sufia, and a playful dog named Buddy, who loved chasing butterflies. Max loved them very much. One bright morning, Max's mom said, "Let's have a picnic today." Max was thrilled. He loved going outside with his family. They all helped to make food. They made easy sandwiches, cut some apples, and Max's mom baked a small chocolate cake. Max loved chocolate cake. They went to a park nearby. The sun was shining and the birds were singing. Max's parents found a nice spot under a big tree. They put a blanket on the grass. Max and Sofia played with the ball. They laughed and ran. Buddy ran around, wagging his tail and barking happily. It was lunchtime. They all sat and ate. The sandwiches were yummy. Max ate his sandwich with big bites. Sofia made funny faces, and Max laughed. They all enjoyed the cake. Max felt a warm feeling in his heart, seeing his family together and happy. Even Buddy licked his face as he understood. After lunch, they all sat together. They all shared funny and heartwarming stories. Max laughed until his stomach hurt. As the sun set, it was time to go home. They all packed up their things. Max helped by carrying a small bag. They walked home together. Max walked next to his mom. Sofia and Dad talked about the day. Buddy walked beside them. The night Max was in his bed, he thought about the picnic. He remembered the fun and the laughter. He felt very happy. He knew he had the best family. Max closed his eyes and fell asleep with a smile. Interesting vocabulary. Before we start speaking practice, let's learn some new words to help us get better at English from our story. The word blooming is an adjective that describes flowers when they are open and colorful. It's the process where a flower grows and shows its petals. Thrilled is an adjective that describes a feeling of great excitement and happiness. When someone is thrilled, they are very pleased and enthusiastic about something. Nearby is an adverb that means close to the place where you are or close to a particular other location. As a noun, spot refers to a particular place or location, often a specific point or area within a large place. Wag is a verb used primarily to describe the movement of a dog's tail. Yummy is an adjective that means delicious or very tasty. It is often used to describe food that tastes really good. Lick is a verb that means to pass the tongue over something, especially as a way of testing it or cleaning it. Heartwarming is an adjective used to describe something that causes feelings of happiness and pleasure, often because it is sweet, kind, or sentimental. When talking about the sunset, is a verb that means to go down or disappear below the horizon. It refers to the end of the day when the sun goes down. Pack up is a phrasal verb that means to put things into bags, boxes, or suitcases when you are finishing something or going somewhere like. Now it's time to practice. Listen and repeat. Max lived in a little town with his family. Max lived in a little town with his family. The town was surrounded by green hills and blooming flowers. The town was surrounded by green hills and blooming flowers. He had a mom, a dad, his older sister Sufia. He had a mom, a dad, his older sister Sufia. And a playful dog named Buddy. And a playful dog named Buddy. Max loved them very much. Max loved them very much. One bright morning, Max's mom said, One bright morning, Max's mom said, Let's have a picnic today. Let's have a picnic today. Max was thrilled. Max was thrilled. He loved going outside with his family. He loved going outside with his family. They all helped to make food. They all helped to make food. They made easy sandwiches, cut some apples. They made easy sandwiches, cut some apples. Max loved chocolate cake. Max loved chocolate cake. They went to a park nearby. They went to a park nearby. And the birds were singing, and the birds were singing. Max's parents found a nice spot under a big tree. Max's parents found a nice spot under a big tree. Max and Sufia played with a ball. Max and Sufia played with a ball. They laughed and ran. They laughed and ran. Buddy ran around. Buddy ran around. Wagging his tail and barking happily. Wagging his tail and barking happily. It was lunchtime. They all sat and ate. It was lunchtime. They all sat and ate. The sandwiches were yummy. The sandwiches were yummy. Max ate his sandwich with big bites. Max ate his sandwich with big bites. Sufia made funny faces. Sufia made funny faces. And Max laughed. And Max laughed. They all enjoyed the cake. They all enjoyed the cake. Max felt a warm feeling in his heart. Max felt a warm feeling in his heart. Even Buddy licked his face as if he understood. Even Buddy licked his face as if he understood. After lunch, they all sat together. After lunch, they all sat together. They talked about many things. They talked about many things. They all shared funny and heartwarming stories. They all shared funny and heartwarming stories. As the sun set, as the sun set, it was time to go home. It was time to go home. They packed up their things. They packed up their things. Max helped by carrying a small bag. Max helped by carrying a small bag. Max walked next to his mom. Max walked next to his mom. Sophia and Date talked about the day. Sophia and Date talked about the day. Buddy walked beside them. Buddy walked beside them. That night, Max was in his bed. That night, Max was in his bed. He thought about the picnic. He thought about the picnic. He remembered the fun and the laughter. He remembered the fun and the laughter. He felt very happy. He felt very happy. Max closed his eyes and fell asleep with a smile. Max closed his eyes and fell asleep with a smile. Listen to the story carefully one more time. Listen to the story carefully one more time. Like, share, and subscribe.